This powerful functionality allows you to immediately identify, for both individual projects and within a portfolio of potential opportunities, projects that surpass or fall short of these targets, the extent or significance of the degree to which individual projects exceed or fall short of these targets, and the improvement necessary for a project falling short to achieve the target, or the erosion that could be tolerated and the project would still meet the target. We will demonstrate this last capability using the Integrator Prioritized Shared Decision Support module. This is the Integrator Prioritized Shared Decision Support module home screen. The Integrator Prioritized Shared Decision Support module automatically generates its optimized results, also with a simple click of a single navigation button. For this example, we will optimize the projected results for the metric net income after tax and for the change in the percent share of total marketplace net income after tax for the time period 2013 to 2015. Clicking on the net income after tax navigation button in the base column immediately takes us to the desired part of the screen. In this example, we'll choose through these pull-down menus, highlighted in green, to do the following optimization. For the target metric, we're going to select millions of dollars to focus on the projected value of the net income after tax. And for the type of analysis, we're going to choose metric, again so that we can focus the optimization on the net income after tax. Now simply clicking on the Prioritize navigation button automatically generates the desired optimized results by project in descending order in the column millions. And we'll just scroll over to make sure that we can see that. This is the millions column, the column of the prioritization metric selected. The optimization displays the prioritization for all individual projects and where they rank versus both the average of all projects, we see that on this column, as well as the target itself. You see that here. In this case, we're going to look at three columns to get the full picture. First, the millions column, because it displays in descending order the projected net income. Second, the versus target column, because it displays the difference between the projected value and the target. And third, the versus percent column, because it displays this difference as a percentage of the target value. At the top of the $1 million column are those projects that have most exceeded the user-defined targets. From this example, we can see that Boston is projected to achieve the highest level of net income in 2015 at over $5 billion, which is $4,442 million higher than the target, which was set at $700 million, or over 600% higher. In this case, we see that all the projects have outperformed the target, which means that either we have a really solid set of opportunities or we may have just set the target too low. In addition to displaying the metric we have just demonstrated, another key feature of the Integrator Decision Support module is that it quantifies the implications of the changes in percent share of net income after tax upon their income impact for 2015. These results are displayed in the column named Prioritization Net Income Impact in Gain Loss of Percent Share of Total. So we'll just scroll back to the beginning and we see that this is that key column. This enables the system to interpret the changes of all of the different gains and losses in percent share for all of the metrics, for all time ranges, to a single common objective metric of net income after tax, which happens to be the metric we're dealing with anyways. So the implications of all of these changes are directly comparable in terms of their impact and implications. Note that while the system generated the automated prioritization based on millions, there is another manual process available to sort any selected column. The filter function is activated by simply clicking on the Set Filter Navigation button, and we can see it here, in the left-hand column. As a result, the filter icons show up in every single column. This automatically reprioritizes the entire table based on the column manually selected with the exact same logic as being used by the Prioritize navigation button. In this example, we choose to prioritize based on the prioritized net income impact and gain loss in percent share of total. So we just click on the prioritized icon, and we select to sort based on descending order of the largest to the smallest. And now we see that the system has completely reprioritized the table in descending order of prioritized net income impact of gain loss in percent share of total. And now we see that Boston in 2015 projected net income was $1,215 million higher than it would have been by 31.8%. Had the project not achieved the projected percent gain in market share in net income of 9.7%, as indicated in the column headed percent gain loss and percent share of total. Similarly, what we see is that Phoenix, which is the worst performer, with a projected net income which was $2 billion lower than it would have been, compared to Phoenix only maintaining the percent share of net income that it had in 2013, but it lost 17.8%. That is projected based on the current set of assumptions. These two sets of unique functionality we have just demonstrated allow you to instantly see which projects are above or below target and average for all key performance metrics, the amount of this over or under performance, and the amount in 2015 net income that this over under performance is projected to advantage or disadvantage each project. Clicking on the Restore Navigation button returns the Integrator Prioritized Decision Support table to its original status and ready for any other filtering. This concludes the demo of the Integrator Prioritized Shared Decision Support module, and also concludes the demonstration of 7 of the key competitive differentiators that enable Acuitas to much more efficiently and effectively manage projects and their risks using customized and prioritized targets.